What's up everybody, it's Big J, and today I am hanging out in a rainy parking lot to bring you guys this awesome motorhome right here. This is the Winnebago Vista, and this is the National Parks Edition, and this thing, there's so much about it that I absolutely love. So I'm gonna have fun walking through this motorhome, showing you all the things that I love and all the things that I could probably do without, and we're gonna have, I keep saying fun. I'm excited. This thing's rad. This is the first time at the channel. My name is Jeremy, and I have been building custom vehicles for more than 25 years, and I am now one of the industry leaders when it comes to van and RV suspension. So I don't know, I'm always learning about the inside, and as I'm searching for my next RV, I'm taking you on this journey with me as well. I love looking at motorhomes, and when I look at this motorhome right here, there are so many things about it that I just love. I love the color scheme. I love what they're doing. And I love even the small little details on this. Like in the windshield, you see the little motorhome hanging out on the cliff, looking at the trees. I mean, tell me that's not what we all want right there. So this is really cool. This is the National Parks Edition. And you know that I love like these dark motorhomes. I love all the accents that they've done on this particular motorhome. The lighting, the grille, this gray and black is just really clean. It just looks really nice. Now, one of the big things on these Winnebago Vistas, I do say some of these sit a little bit lower, and this is on an F53 chassis. And obviously if you own an F53 or you know anyone who has, they're going to talk about just how poorly they drive and ride. So this particular RV did get a suspension upgrade on it. It got new Atal leaves in the front and in the rear, as well as a 2.5 King shock. This is all from WeldTec Designs, and they would come in here. This thing has a full wall slide. Look at that. That is monstrous. And they install all this suspension, and what's nice about this is you don't have to run all of the other, you're not having to upgrade your sway bars, add sumo springs. Definitely don't waste your money on, you know, those shocks that are gold or red. You know, just do it once, do the King shocks, and you'll be really happy. What I do love about this is the awnings on here. So you're gonna get this almost full side awning, and then you have this back awning, and this is really nice because I did it in another video too. I'm not gonna open this up just due to the weather. This folds all the way open and clips in right here. And now what's nice about that is you have your outdoor kitchen that you can just hang out, and this is locked. I can even get the keys. And then you're gonna have your outdoor entertainment. Definitely a lot of storage on this, which I really like. Of course, I love the 19.5-inch wheels, tires. I like all the black. The black wheel just looks killer. I mean, we do that. See that on a lot of the Class C's motorhomes, but this thing is definitely really nice on the outside. Let's head inside and check it out. There, watch your step. So even when you come onto the inside in here, I mean, this thing is brand new, really nice. I love how they continued the color scheme in here. You know, you're gonna have your browns, you know, it's all like your earth tones. And this is what I like. I like this chair. In a lot of these motorhomes, this will be split up where it's two independent chairs. And now I'm coming from the perspective of having kids. I like this better because otherwise it's like I have 4 kids and 2 of them are always fighting that they want this. It's like, at least with this setup, you know, at least 3 can sit there. When the slide out is out, you can turn these 2 chairs around and really have a lot of area for just like hanging out in here. You're gonna have your bunk up here. The bunk will come all the way down. That's gonna come down on those tracks. See, even little things like this, the key holders, you know, it's like, oh, perfect. You know, I mean, there's always you're always losing those. I mean, I feel like I always am, at least. Not really getting that whole thing, like the little curtain. Yeah, not really sure on that. So you're gonna have your TV, you're gonna have your big table in here. This is gonna be nice. I like how in a lot of these you're gonna have, you know, I've even seen some of the table have like a wireless charging in there, which is definitely nice. Your countertop, now this is kind of weird. Some of these will have like an inlay, so this would actually sit in there. I think that looks a lot cleaner than having this bigger one. You know, your retractable hose or for your sink. That's going to be nice. All your cook top. So this is going to have your 3-burner gas range. This is going to have the oven. I have to see if we can turn some lights on in here. All right, so much better with the lights on in here. All right, so let's get a better look at that. So then you have your table, your booth set up, your reclining chairs. I like that, how you have lights underneath the whole thing. You're gonna have second switches that you can turn those off on there. Additional plugs for the countertop, which is definitely going to be nice. And then your hallway. So obviously when this slides in, you have a little less room, but what's nice about this is I can still walk all the way back to the bedroom. And I will tell you, that's one thing I wish on my motorhome, that I could use the back bedroom with the slide out in. So I have a Jayco 24B, and you definitely cannot use the back bed with the slide out in, and I wish you could. So this is definitely a big plus for me, because you know that I love my Jayco 24B. But man, this would definitely be nice, especially like when we're on the road, we want to just pull over and go crash. You could definitely do that. Now the downfall of some of this is you can see that you're not going to be able to access any of the cabinets when the slide out is in. So that could be a downfall as well. You're like, oh, I just need to grab a jacket, and my jackets are in this cabinet. However, I got to put the slide out in order to get my jackets. So hey, it's all the little things. Smart. They put foam on there so that when that opens, it doesn't hit the fridge and scratch it. Definitely a nice sized bathroom. This is really big. No problem in there. Then you got your coffee pot, you know, cook coffee and take a shower. It's my kind of morning right there. But ton of room in there. What's up, everybody? I like this. A lot of cabinet space, even under the cabinet. Very cool. Cabinet space above, towel rack all built in. The refrigerator freezer combo, definitely nice size in there. I like that. I mean, this thing is awesome. I mean, a ton of room in here. It's funny. Oh, okay. It looked like a cigarette lighter. I'm like, why would you put a cigarette lighter right here? 2 USB ports. That is really nice. So then they're gonna have USB ports on that corner as well. I mean, that's important. We know that all of our whole world is tied to electronics these days. So being able to charge those electronics wherever you're sitting is obviously great. My kids would love this. They would just be like fighting over this chair. You can see all the breakers underneath there. But this thing is really nice. Definitely impressed by this. I don't like a lot of the Class A's. Now granted, at the price tag now of $189,000 roughly. Now granted, there's some killer deals out there. I know when these came out that's roughly where they're at. And I'll make sure I do a little more research, but that's the last time when I saw this, what these were coming in at. So I would love to hear from you. Is it worth it? Would you be willing to drop $189K on this? Well, you know, it's only like $890 a month for 15 years. But this thing is cool. Let's talk about what I absolutely love. Let's go take this thing to my rating schedule. and see how this thing ranks overall. All right, guys, we are at it again. This is awesome. This is, I mean, who doesn't love a giant Class A like this? This is definitely pretty cool. And here's what I'm liking the most about this. So I think that when it comes to features, there's definitely a lot of features in this motorhome. I'm going like with an 8 in this one. The overall comfort, I mean, like you're going to have the booth, you have the couch. There's so much room in this. I'm definitely, I'm up there as well. I'm going to go with another 8. When it comes to the quality of this, I think they killed it. I think everything looks so nice on it. Of course, walking around the inside and outside, there's so many little details that I really like about this Winnebago Vista. I'm going with a 7 overall on the quality. Now, when it comes to drivability, I think that that's where some people might be a little bit more intimidated. You get up into like a larger coach. I could see that. And when it comes to drivability, we're going to go, man, I want to be like a 7 overall. Now, when it comes to value, here's the hard part. These coaches are about 180,000 new, and that's going to be a tough one for me to swallow on a gas-powered Class A motorhome. That's going to be a 6 for me. Now, when it goes to storage on the Class A's, there's a lot of compartments, a lot more storage. That's going to be a 7. When it comes to sleeping, we're going back up to an 8. Plenty of sleeping. You have the over-the-bunk cab, tons of stuff, room. You have the couch. You have the rear bedroom. And I really like the ability that you can just go in the back bedroom and you have a full bed that's already done. Versatility, I think this being like the National Parks Edition, you're going to be able to take this. It's small enough to get into any national parks. Now, the big question is when it comes to versatility, it's like, could your wife drive it? And that's what I would love to hear is how many wives out there drive like a Class A this size? Versatility overall, we're going with a 7. It has the good windows. We're going with a 7 as well. So there's my overall score for this. This thing is nice. I definitely like it. And it's going to drive so much better with this new WeldTec Designs HTR suspension on the front of it. If you want to know more, check out the guys over at WeldTec Designs. Otherwise, my name is Big J, and I'll see you guys in the next RV.